Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Just closing down the stock on the GHM9 because this is all about the Lambda Defense GHM9. Many of you have been crying out for more videos on this. Many have been asking me advice on such things, which are problems I haven't run into, so I can't really advise further than what I've experienced. However, I was meant to be getting a metal upper for this. Lambda did say they were going to send me one. Never materialised. They was also going to send me the folding charging handle. I can't really gripe at them because they were nice enough to send me obviously the front ends and the stock. Did they send me the stock? I can't quite remember. I think they did. But it would have been nice to have seen those parts and showed you guys. Unfortunately, they never materialised. But one of my main criticisms with the GHM9 was the bolt. Now watch this. It's that delay when you drop the bolt. And the bolt really isn't very strong on the springs at all. The gun seemed to perform okay. Spitting a bit of gas there. It's a bit cold here at the moment. But yeah, one of my big bugbears was that the recoil springs weren't strong enough. I had looked, because I didn't really want to start manufacturing springs because I don't think the GHM9 has enough of a following to warrant the expense of doing that and going down that route. I tried to find something off the shelf, but all my searching, I hadn't managed to find anything suitable. So it's come down to DIY mods, and yeah, it's literally a super easy modification that I want to show you today. So we drop out the recoil springs. You can see how thin and flimsy they are. And it's literally a case of some 3D printed spacers. So just 2 bits of plastic. And what we're going to be doing is going to be sliding one on each spring guide, putting the springs on in front of them, and loading these in to the SMG here, so we can push that into the top if it wants to line up. Come on. And that's literally how easy they are to do. Now, I'm not telling everyone how to suck eggs. Anybody with a 3D printer could CAD up and make these things. It's not a difficult part at all. I'm not stressing that. I'm not trying to make out that I've revolutionized the GHM9 because I really haven't. However, many of you out there were like, well, I don't own a 3D printer. I don't know with anyone with access to a 3D printer. And there's also some of you out there which have said as well, I can't be bothered. I don't want to be going and doing this, that and the other. I just give me something to pick up for the GHM9. So I thought, okay, it's like rattling some off of the printer, and they're now on the Jaeger Precision website. They're not expecting like £5. That's literally just to cover the costs of, printing them, and for the packaging and stuff that they come in. So it's really not an earner for me, but it's just something there that if you guys wanted them, you can obviously pick them up. There'll be loads of people out there going, oh my God. Well, they might not, because I've been surprised at this before. You're charging £5 for 2 bits of plastic, and yeah, it's one of them things. Try running your own custom shop. And I'm telling you in the video not to buy them if you're that person. Go and CAD them, do your measurements, take the time, spend an hour, create them, print them off your own 3D printer. How much is a 3D printer nowadays? Now, I know you can get for about £200-300, but if you're literally buying a 3D printer to make that part, you're £200-300 in. So some of the more expensive printers, like I just recently picked up a Bamboo Lab, it's like about £1,400. So that machine, I use it pretty much for prototyping, but it would be nice to do something to help pay that cost off, because it's quite an expensive thing. However, I'm going off on a tangent here. So we've got that fitted. You'll see now there's a lot more pressure behind the springs. Very much a nicer snap to it. And we've got the semi-auto and the full auto. And we're going to be spitting gas because it is really cold here. And I've tried to film this video twice. This magazine is cold. But in my testing with this, you know, even with just that little mod, because the bolt's not having to travel as far, it can reciprocate faster. It just, in all my testing, the gun became more efficient. You know, you're using less gas. The bolt's not traveling probably quite as far, and it just such an easy mod. It just transforms the gun. It's just so much more snappy, and you know, when it's not freakishly cold, it's just, I think it's a no-brainer. If you know someone that like a buddy of yours or something that has a 3D printer, just get them to knock you some of these up, and it literally will transform your GHM9. I think I did see an image. Were they doing like a B&T mag for something like this? I do want to try I think I'm going to go for the Archwick APC9 over the Maruyama one, just because I think there's a bit more value there. And they got all the CNC bolt and everything like that. I think it just looks a little bit better in itself. So once those become available, I'll be picking one of them up. I do need to buy mags for this because I think this now, I don't think I've even touched the inner barrel and hop, have I? But this now with that literally that mod, just to me, I would then go out and sport this on the field. So thanks for tuning in to this quick video. I'm not sure if this one's going to come up before the MWS video. Who knows? It's a crazy world out there. But as always, from me and Bench, we'll see you in the next one.